Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Discoveries of Self. My name is Natalie. If you are new to this channel, hello and welcome. And if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. Before I start this video, where do I even start actually? The last couple of weeks have been pretty emotional, pretty tough as a black person. I cannot imagine what it's been like for others, especially families who've been directly involved in what's been happening. It's been draining, it's been soul destroying. It's been emotional, it's been frustrating. It's been a whole lot of emotions that I can't really necessarily put into words. So actually, I just want to take the time to say for all my kinfolk, all my family, my community, my black community, don't pile this all on your shoulders. I really hope that along with taking the time to educate others, you are also taking the time to look after your health, your mental well-being, your soul, your heart. It feels like the weight of the world is on our shoulders, and it also feels like for some reason we've been given this responsibility to educate others on basic humanity, which is something that you shouldn't have to do in this day and age. At the same time, without us educating, maybe things won't change. It's difficult. It's difficult to be in this position as a black person because you want to grieve and you want to express your anger and your frustration at racism, and then to have to educate people in this day and age about why you shouldn't be doing that. It's frustrating. But I say this to say I hope that you are looking after yourself as well. Don't feel like it is all your responsibility. We are joining together as a community to help people outside of our community understand what we've been going through and hear us. And there'll be people who won't want to hear us. And you know what? What can we do? Those people are just set in their ways, but don't make yourself ill trying to take this on your shoulders. If you need that social media break, take that social media break. There is absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. You don't owe anybody anything. So take the break that you need. And in terms of wanting to help, if you are not black and you are watching my videos and you want to help, there are loads of ways that you can help in terms of donating, signing petitions, just reading up, just general stuff, general articles about race, general articles about systematic racism, general articles about slavery and racism here in the UK and the US. There's loads of stuff available. And there's also Pull Up for Change, which is started by Sharon Shooter in the beauty world. Sharon Shooter owns Oma Beauty, and she's really called out brands. And you know what? I think this is the first time that's ever happened where someone has really called out makeup brands or beauty brands and said, hey, how many black people do you have in your organization? Tell us, because we want to know. And Pull Up for Change has really been making movements and getting brands to work on the number of black people they have in their companies, because a lot of them, if you look at the statistics, a lot of them have really small amounts of black people either in the executive level or just the working level. So that's really interesting to see. So I'll leave the link for that Instagram account down below as well if you want to check out what's going on in the beauty world in regards to Black Lives Matter. But that's what I will say about it. I don't want to hound you guys, and that's not to say I don't care, but I know that it can be triggering, and I know that a lot of people are just coming on YouTube just to get that little bit of semblance and that little bit of peace, just to get back to themselves again, and maybe do something as mundane as watching a video, just to feel a little bit normal and not as hurt. So that's what I'll say about it. I won't go too much into it, but everything that you'll need to know will be in the description bar below. So with that said, let's get into the video. I know I look different again. Quarantine made me do this to my hair. Even today, my hair has gone through so many changes. It's not even a joke, but that's not the point of this video. And I know I look really different as well. I don't know why. I just felt the need to do this really flamboyant look. This is completely out of my comfort zone. But I think it looks cute. So yeah, and don't worry, like I know there's like a little bit of a line around my hairline, but that's just my roots. It's not because like I have a dark hair, it's my roots, okay? So this, we're just gonna leave it be. I'll work on it, but right now I've done so much to this hair, I'm just gonna let it chill for a bit. This video is about the fact that it is bronzer season. Never in my life did I think we'd get to this point in the beauty world for it being bronzer season. I know you've seen a million videos on these, but I wanted to come and bring my thoughts on the new Makeup Revolution Splendour bronzers. If you have been rocking with my channel for the longest time, you know I love bronzers. I cannot do my makeup without bronzer. That is a given. Since I first discovered my first bronzer, which I think actually was Turks and Caicos from e.l.f., the bronzer duo. I have been absolutely obsessed. I cannot do my makeup without bronzer. Besides from today where I actually have no bronzer on because I'm going to be applying it in this video. When I saw the post about these new bronzers that Makeup Revolution were releasing, I was so excited. I love bronzers, so any bronzer that suits black skin I'm getting anyway. But when I saw them swatches, I was even more excited. All of them besides one, I think most of them besides one, worked perfect on deep dark skin tones. And this is because Makeup Revolution were open and they heard what black women wanted. So Wendy of Wendy's World reached out to Shahira of Afro Glory, who works at Makeup Revolution, and said, hey, we need bronzers. There are no bronzers available on the high street for deep dark skin in the UK. And then bim bam boom, bronzers made, and I am so happy. And this is such a big deal because yeah, there are some bronzers here, there on the high street and Superdrug, but none of them are deep enough. I don't touch high street bronzers. I don't actually touch a lot of high street makeup. And if you're wondering, if you're from the US and you're wondering what I mean by high street, I mean drugstore. In the UK, we actually call it high street, but in the US, you call it drugstore. And the offerings for black skin in the UK on the high street is very, 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 very slim. We don't get the same shades that you get over in the US. We actually get a limited amount of shades. So you can imagine how hard it is for us to find anything that suits our skin on the high street. So for the fact that you can go in to Superdrug or Boots and pick up a bronzer that's for deep dark skin in the UK, it's unheard of. Until today, thanks to Wendy's World and Afro Glory, this is now a thing. So I have to give a shout out to Shahira and Wendy because the big movements were made. Big movements were made. And a shout out to Adaminto actually. So in terms of the bronzers, what are they called? The Revolution Glow Splendour Ultra Matte Bronzers. I bought 3. I got medium. I got medium dark, which is this one. And then I got dark as well. So I got 3 of them. I also bought the Revolution Pro Sculpting Bronzer in Enrobe. Just so that I can do a comparison swatch for you guys. And I was going to do a separate video on this, but in light of everything that's going on and Charlotte Tilbury's history of not really catering to black skin until recently, I also bought the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade Deep, and I'm going to be doing a comparison between this and dark just to see how they are in terms of shades. If you would like me to do a full review of this, let me know in the comments below. I can do that, but at the moment I don't really know if there's a need to do it because I want to support brands that support our skin, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm guessing you guys know the specs. If you've been watching this, you probably watched a few of these videos, but in the Revolution Glow Splendour bronzers, you get 15.5 grams worth of product. There is a lot of product in here, and it looks like this. You can see where I've already swatched it because I tried to film this video before with no luck. But yeah, you get 15.5 grams of product. Now, the biggest bronzers I do have are the Morphe Glamazon bronzers. This is in the shade Phenom. This actually holds 20 grams of product. You get slightly more with the Morphe bronzers, but then again, the Morphe bronzers are more expensive. I can't remember how much they are, but I want to say they're probably between 15 to 20 pounds, maybe a little bit more, whereas these bronzers are £8 each. I've never known a bronzer to be £8. So these are the cheapest bronzers I own right now. So let's do quick swatches of the bronzers here. So let's go from light to dark, I want to say, because I think that would be the good place to go in terms of swatching. So this is medium. So this is the lightest shade that I picked up. People say it has a scent. It does. It smells to me like pina colada, but I don't really like that scent. I don't know why, it just reminds me of alcohol. So I don't know. But yeah, it smells like pina colada to me. So this is medium. Which actually, I don't think medium's too bad in terms of on my skin tone. I feel like this would be a really good subtle bronze. Next is medium dark. Medium dark is more cool toned, and it looks like this. I would say medium dark is more of a contour. So that's medium dark underneath medium. And then last but not least is dark, which I think is the shade I would like the most. And it looks like this. This is more red. I do like red-based bronzers. So I'm glad that this is more red. So we've got medium, medium dark, and then dark. I would say go for dark if you like a heavy bronzer, or a medium if you like quite a lighter bronzer if you're new to bronzers. Comparing dark to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in deep, this is what that looks like here. And you get 16 grams worth of product, which is 5 grams, 0.5 grams more than the Makeup Revolution one. But this is what, £39? Okay, so underneath now, this is the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in deep. Can I see a difference? I don't know. I can't see a big difference between the two. So that's good because we may have found a dupe. And then I'll go in with the Revolution Pro Sculpting bronzer in the shade Enrobe. Oh my god, I've never been so excited for all these bronzers, guys. So yeah, there's a swatch of all of them. So we have Makeup Revolution Medium Bronzer, Splendour Bronzer. Then we have Makeup Revolution Splendour Bronzer in Medium Dark. Then we have the Splendour bronzer in dark. Then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in deep. And then we have the Revolution Pro bronzer in Enrobe. Okay, so I just applied the bronzer and I realized that I wasn't recording. So I'm really sorry, but I'm going to try and do that again. So I've just zoomed in a little bit. And what I did say is that I had no bronzer, no blush, no contour, no nothing on my skin, because I just didn't want to influence the way that the bronzer showed up. So I'm going in with medium. And I'm going to, well, I have applied it on my right cheek already. So I'm going to do that again. I'm using a brush that looks like this, which is a fluffy brush that has a little bit of an edge. And on that edge is where I pick up the product. I don't go in like that. I go on the side and I pick it up on the edge to gain a little bit more precision when I'm applying my bronzer. I'm going to go in again. And then apply a little bit up here and around the sides as well. I mean, yeah, you can definitely see that. And under my chin as well. If I'm applying a lot, I'm sorry, but obviously you guys want to see what this looks like on me. And I do apply a lot of bronzer. And don't worry, it'll all be blended out. But I also apply a lot of bronzer because I use bronzer as a contour. So can you see already how my cheek is sort of contoured a little bit more compared to the other side? I don't use contours as bronzers, but I do use bronzers as contours. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so this is medium. I like medium. I actually think medium would work really well. Which also makes me think, oh my god, how's dark gonna look on my skin? Because I think you can layer up medium pretty well. And I think you get a good colour payoff from that. Okay, so that's medium. We like medium. Okay, and on this side of my face, I'm going to go in with dark. Just here. So I'm just going to do the same thing. Get the bronzer on the side of my brush here. Like that. It's a little bit difficult for me to do the left side because I am right-handed, but I'll try and do it. Oh, this is definitely more red. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is definitely more red. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Don't worry, I'll clean that up. This is, yeah, okay. Oh, this is a lot deeper than I thought it would be. Whew. So, we have medium on this side, and then dark on this side. You can see I went ham, but I'll clean it up, don't worry. But, not what I was expecting, actually. I thought I was okay with medium, but dark leans a little bit more on the reddish side. I think dark is good if you want to go really ham with your bronzer, but medium works just as well. I don't necessarily want to take my makeup off and start the whole process again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer on top of medium, which is this side just to see. Watch some reviews of this, and it seems like the Charlotte Tilbury one blends a lot easier. So let's see. And this doesn't have a scent. And since this was a body bronzer, wow. Your girl is bronzed. I am bronzed. Okay, let me zoom out so you guys can see better. I'm bronzed, yo. I am bronzed. Like, look at my chest. My chest looks so much darker. I don't know if it's the lighting, but I feel like my chest looks darker. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this. Put on my blush, put on my highlight and everything, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so I am all bronzed up. I do look bronzed. I feel like I look very different from what I look like when I first started this video. I feel like my skin looks deeper, richer, maybe more sun-kissed, who knows. But my face definitely does look different. But obviously I did blush and highlight and things like that. So let's get on to it. Yeah, so on this side we did the bronzer in medium, and on this side we did the bronzer in dark. I really could get away with medium, to be honest with you. I feel like dark is just a little bit more on the reddish side. I also thought medium was probably best if you were new to bronzing, but I feel like medium gives you a lot. I mean, that's quite rich. Then again, let's remember I did put some of the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer on top of that. But when I bronzed, I mean, I felt like I could deal with medium, but then dark runs a little bit more on the reddish side, which I like too. In short, I like both of them. I think medium's gorgeous and I think dark is gorgeous. In regards to Charlotte Tilbury, it's a bit difficult because I haven't come to use this on its own just yet, but I think in terms of colour it seems to be quite similar to dark. So if you're looking at the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer and you're like, oh, should I get it or should I get the Makeup Revolution one? If you like saving your money, definitely get the Makeup Revolution one. If you like a little bit more luxury, then of course you can get the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. And if you are new to the Charlotte Tilbury website and you buy off the Charlotte Tilbury website, she gives you 10% off. So I actually got 10% off that. So I paid £35 for the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, but I'm more of a frugal person, and honestly, £8, the cheapest bronzer you can find on the high street, I'm very happy. Very, 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 very happy. I felt like it blended out fine. Obviously, I went a little bit ham, but for the sake of this video, I went ham. And you know what? Actually, let me not lie. Let me not lie to you guys. This is probably about the amount of bronzer I would wear anyway. Like, I love bronzer. I feel sun-kissed, guys. I have no complaints. I have no complaints about the Makeup Revolution Splendour bronzers. I will definitely be throwing them into my collection of bronzers that I use on a regular basis. So I will be bringing a bronzer video to this channel very, very soon. If you guys are new to my channel and you want to see me really go ham with my bronzers, but don't worry, I pull it off. Check out the video in the cards where I did like a bronzy look video a couple of years back. So definitely check that out. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys long time. Stay healthy, rest, get the relaxation you need to recharge all my king folk, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys so, so much. Bye. Mwah.